Hey, what's up guys? Tyler here with Secure Team. I've got some very mysterious new UFO footage out of Los Angeles that I want to show you guys. But first, I want to talk about a new report that just hit the web, confirming the fact that UFO sightings have more than tripled in the last 16 years. So, according to new reports from our friend John Austin at The Express, as well as CBS News, this data and these statistics have been compiled in a new book written using the databases of two of the world's biggest organizations dedicated to logging UFO and alien reportings and encounters across the globe. And it's called UFO Sightings Desk Reference, and it's written by a woman named Cheryl Costa, who is 65 years old, from Syracuse, New York, who in this book used over 121,000 eyewitness accounts across the states, recorded separately by the Mutual UFO Network, otherwise known as MUFON, and the National UFO Reporting Center, otherwise known as NUFORC. So between 2001 and 2015, we have witnessed what really we already know, a triple increase of UFO sightings across the board. And this book looks into the timing and location of incidents and types of UFOs seen, which include flying circles, spheres, triangles, discs, ovals, and our favorite, cigars. And according to Cheryl, who is a former military technician and aerospace analyst, NASA and the Environmental Protection Agency have decided, of course, that most of these sightings are, quote, explainable, but that a small amount can still not be explained. And just a side note here, I'm going to tell you guys there are a ton of these sightings that have yet to be explained. Of course, NASA and the government are going to downplay the legitimacy of the UFO and alien phenomenon and make it seem like it's just some small, marginal, likely explainable phenomenon, but it's not, and I think you guys know that. And so the stats show that, at least in the United States, UFO sightings grew from a little over 3,000 reports in 2001 to almost 12,000 in 2015. And so it looks like a very interesting book. But, I just wanted to touch on the fact that the data doesn't lie. These sightings are increasing. And do you guys think it's a coincidence that as the decades have gone by, and as we have slowly been getting more and more technologically advanced, and not only that, but we have slowly and surely started to, as a society, become much more open to the idea of aliens and the fact that we're being visited? And is it a coincidence that as we as a people are becoming more open, that these sightings are increasing at the same rate? We've always thought that there is sort of a soft disclosure happening, and there's really two disclosures that I believe are happening right now. The first one is with the government and the media, who have been kind of, barely drip-feeding evidence of aliens over the years, which has coincided with the disclosure movement and the growing acceptance of science and alien theories. But I also believe that we are seeing a very slow disclosure from those who are actually from outside of our planet, who are making themselves known more and more as we become more open to them and their existence. And so I think that is a very good reason and a good gauge as to why we are seeing triple the sightings that we did before. Another reason is basically we have more people that are watching the skies. We have more people who are aware of this phenomenon. We have more UFO researchers and channels like this one who are reaching more and more people. The mainstream media has been featuring more of our videos. And of course, we have a lot more phones today, a lot more cameras, a lot more video being taken. So it was only a matter of time that we were going to see more UFO sightings, but I think it's a little bit of all three of those. We're getting more exposure in the media, we're getting more exposure from they who are not of this planet as we open up our minds and hearts to the idea that they are here, and we obviously have a ton of technology, so we're going to be seeing a lot of this stuff. But yeah, it's confirmed, the data is here, and I think this is a very exciting time. Very exciting. So on to a very interesting UFO sighting that has just come into me that was captured on May 7th by a man named Patrick out of Los Angeles. He sent me 2 clips, so go ahead and check these out.
What the fuck is that? Yo, are you fucking kidding me? Now there's a... Alright, so now there's a plane coming by just where it was. There it is.
Fascinating piece of footage emailed over by Patrick out of Los Angeles, who said that in broad daylight, LA, he was doing some time-lapse photography when he had to interrupt it to grab as many videos and photos of this UFO as he could. He said that this thing was silent and just moved effortlessly through the sky. He also said that he could see what looked like an aura around the craft at certain times, but he obviously had no idea what this thing is. It has a very strange shape to it, not like you would think of a drone or an airplane or a helicopter or anything like that, and it looks to change shapes at times, which obviously indicates further that this is not some sort of man-made craft. And yeah, towards the end of the second video, we see a plane, which the source said appeared to be following this object. Although I can't be sure, at least that's just the way it looked to him. But yeah, I want to see if anybody over Los Angeles saw this thing, seen something similar. Do send me an email or your video footage. I'd love to check it out. So I want to give a big thanks to Patrick for sending this over. And in other news, the very mysterious and secretive Air Force space plane, as it's called, the X-37B, which we did a video on a couple of weeks back, has just landed back on Earth after completing 718 days in space, doing what? We don't know. And all that the Air Force will tell us is that it was doing, quote, on-orbit experiments. And so you ask yourself, well, what the hell are those? And that's also hard to say, because the people in charge and who are operating this mission only talk about it using these very vague terms. And so if you didn't see the video I posted a couple of weeks ago, we talked about this secret space plane. It kind of looks like a mini space shuttle. And it has been up in space for the last almost 800 days on a secret classified mission. All right? We don't know what it's for. We don't know what it's doing. It has a payload that's even more classified. All right? So, you know, there's been many theories as to what this thing was sent up there to do. Some people believe it carries some sort of space weapon in order to knock out enemy satellites. Other people believe that this thing was sent up there after we detected some sort of anomalous, unknown object up in space, something that wasn't ours, basically, and that this plane was sent up there on a mission to find it, to observe it, and to collect data, to destroy it. I don't know, but the government is not telling, and so this orbital test vehicle, as it's called, remains a mystery, and it has landed yesterday, completing its over 2 years in space, orbiting around our planet, doing something that we are not allowed to know about. So I'll be sure to keep you guys updated on this mysterious plane, and let me know if you guys have any info about this sighting in Los Angeles. So thank you guys for stopping by today. If you have your own footage or info you'd like me to post about, don't hesitate to email me or follow me and contact me on Twitter. Have a great rest of your day, guys, and I will see you all back in just a bit.